It doesn't take forever. It doesn't even take long. How to transform your body in 3 days. This is amazing. Hi, everyone. Robert Zink, miracle mentor and alchemy success coach. And today we are soaring high like a big, beautiful eagle, and we're always flying in the direction of your dreams and your goals. Thank you for subscribing. Remember to click the bell icon because we're here all the time with a video that is designed to empower your life with the law of attraction. High flyers, scientists believe that genetics only accounts for 20 to 30% of who we are, of our physical potential, of our intellectual potential. Think about that. A very small percentage, maybe 30% at the high end. That's not a lot. That leaves 70 or 80% available to you for creating who you are, what you are, and how you look. High flyers, if genetics was the only criteria of who we are, our physical characteristics, our body, our potential, well, most of us would be doomed because most all of us have a predisposition to one thing or another. And so the majority of who we are, we create. As a matter of fact, some actually believe that we create our genetic predisposition by choosing our parents. I don't know if that's true or not, but you think about it. So we seem to have more power than we realize. Now, let me share with you one false limiting belief, and that is we can change the world outside of us, but we are helpless to transform our physical bodies. High flyers, I believe if we can transform the world outside of us, I believe we also have the power and the ability to transform the world within us and, of course, our physical bodies as well. Another false or limiting belief is that physical transformation has to take a long time. It's going to take forever, or it's going to take 10 years, or it's going to take 5 years. And you hear this all the time with people who have limiting beliefs or they are, for lack of a better term, they're kind of limited by their 3D thinking. The key to physical transformation is awakening your ideal change and moving into alignment with it. Your body is composed of molecules, and every one of these molecules vibrate and are in motion. Your body is your mind, and your mind is your body. You know, we don't really know where the mind is at. Some people say, well, it's the brain. But we now know that the entire body helps to compose our mind, along with our brain. But there's also another aspect to who we are. And if you can find out where the mind is at, you're probably the smartest person on earth because nobody knows for certain. But what we know is your mind has the ability to change your reality. Changing beliefs and thoughts will serve to change and transform your physical body. In other words, you are creating the life that you desire. You are creating the external environment that you choose to live in. You are creating a world with the kinds of people you want to associate with, the amount of money you want to have, and you also have the power to create the body you choose to live in. You see, high flyers, with the law of attraction, manifestation isn't just probable, it's possible. Several years ago, one of my students and I were working with a young man who had lost his arm and his leg. It literally pulled out from the socket. There was no portion of an arm there. It was gone. and his leg from a motorcycle accident. And we began doing specific energy work using a technique that I created called the Ruach healing method. We wrote a book on it, and it's a pretty thick book, has a lot of diagrams, over 200 diagrams in it, but it goes into depth on how energy healing works, specifically Ruach energy healing and Reiki. Anyway, so we were working on this gentleman, I think 2 or 3 times a week. And the more we worked on him, the more pain he was feeling in his arm and in his leg. Now, he didn't have an arm and leg, so we assumed that maybe these were phantom pains. He went to the clinic, they took x-rays, and he was growing his arm and his leg back. And it was extremely painful. You know, when you're in the womb and you're developing, it's not that painful. But when you're an adult and you're growing bone, that's extremely painful. So what did they do? They took him into the operating room and they trimmed away that bone. And they trimmed away the bone on his leg. And then he came back and worked with us and it started growing again. Eventually, after about the 3rd or 4th time, they put him in the starfish program at one of the major universities. I believe his intention was to grow back his arm and his leg. And he, at some level of pure mind, was using the energy, the healing energy that we were providing him, that we were pulling down for him. I believe he was using it to grow back an arm and a leg. Just my thought on it. But I believe all things are possible. So, high flyers, if you want to change your body, you have that privilege and you have that right to do so. You can change your eye color. You can change your height. You can change your breast size. You can change a number of qualities about yourself. But I think it's apropos to say that first, you must love yourself. Love yourself as a spiritual being, as a soul with a body. I think that's essential, because to try to change yourself just because you don't love how you look or you don't like who you are, that's not going to fix anything. First, you must love yourself. So I would say that for 28 days, one lunar cycle, you get up every morning, you stand in front of the mirror, and you look at yourself, and you say, I love you. Use your first name, too. I love you. I know it sounds crazy. And then just sit there and look at yourself and develop a deep love connection with who you are, because that's going to help you in manifesting these changes. You're not manifesting these changes because you don't like who you are. You're manifesting these changes because you believe you can upgrade or improve who you are. Do you see the difference? Next, high flyers, I believe you have to focus heavily on your beliefs, and you have to be willing to suspend your disbelief for at least 3 days, maybe 4 days, maybe 2 days. I give it 3 days. 3 days. I'm going to suspend any disbelief. I'm going to push to the side. I'm going to suspend my disbelief, and I'm going to make a conscious choice to believe I have the power to transform my physical body. After you've made a decision to transform your belief system, you're going to want to look closely at the thoughts. Your thoughts must be congruent and must be in harmony with your belief system. If you have thoughts that are moving in this direction, that say, that's not possible, nobody can do that, I'll never be able to do that, I'm stuck with the way I am, blah, blah, blah. If those are the thoughts you have, then that's representing a belief system that really doesn't believe, isn't choosing to suspend disbelief at the very least and embrace belief at the very best. You have to monitor your thoughts. Every thought must be in alignment with the changes you wish to make in your body. Next, high flyers, it's absolutely essential that you understand that we manifest by our emotions connecting with the infinite field or with the universe. And so what I want you to do is increase your enthusiasm, increase your excitement, increase your happiness for the changes that you're going to assume now, law of assumption, that you have already made. See, I don't want you trying to bring about these changes. I want you to assume that you've already made them and get emotionally excited and ecstatic. And I mean ecstatic. Get excited to the point that all the limiting beliefs, negative thoughts just dissipate and you're vibrating at a higher level of consciousness. This is the mindset you need. Now, high flyers, what we're finding is that frequency films is one of the most powerful techniques for manifesting anything, including physical transformation. So, what is a frequency film? 4 sections. Each section is about 10 seconds long. So you have a 40-second film, about 40 seconds, 30 to 40 seconds. And each is a different scene of you with your new body, with the changes that you've made to your body. One of those sections must include you looking into the mirror and saying, I love you. So section 1 can be, you looking into the mirror for the first time and seeing that your eyes have changed color, or that you're a little bit taller, or that your breasts have grown, or that your shoulders have widened, or that you're building more muscle faster than ever before. Okay. So that might be scene 1. Scene 2 is how you feel in your body, how you feel. Maybe you're walking down the street and people are looking at you and they're looking at you in adoration. Wow, what stunning blue eyes. Look at the muscles on this guy. That kind of thing. Maybe scene 2 is family and friends saying, what the hell have you done? You look different. You've changed. How did you do that? Scene 3 is you're looking in the mirror and you're saying to yourself, I love you. You're seeing the physical change that you've made. If it's outward. Now, if it's inward, you still look in the mirror and say, I love you. And scene 4, scene 4 can be anything you want. It can be you with the perfect relationship. It can be you being more successful in your career because you're taller. It can be you just being happy on the beach running, with your showing off your muscles. Whatever you want. 4 scenes, 40 seconds, 30 to 40 seconds long. That's it. How many times are you going to do it? You're going to do it for a solid 10 minutes when you first wake up in the morning and as you fall asleep at night. So as you fall asleep at night, you're going to lie down and you're going to run that frequency film of you with the physical changes you've made to your body. When you wake up in the morning, you are going to do the same exercise again. I know it's a little bit of work, but we're talking about 72 hours. It doesn't take a lot of energy to do 10 minutes in the morning, 10 minutes in the evening to bring about the physical transformation that you desire to manifest. Finally, I remember the story about Spencer Tracy. Spencer Tracy was a great actor. He was cast for a role where he was on a live stage and he was playing a castaway. And the director says, well, you need to grow a beard. And he says, no, I don't. And he says, I can't have you do this role if you won't grow a beard. You're a castaway. And he says, I'll act as if I have a beard. And the people will see it and they'll believe it. And he did exactly that. He acted as if he had a beard and the people saw it. They believed it. They thought Spencer Tracy had a beard. I want you to act as if you have more muscles. Act as if your breasts are bigger. Act as if your lips are fuller. Act as if you have different color eyes or whatever changes you desire to make in your body. Act as if you're healthier. Act as if your back is stronger. You get the idea? Act as if. Act as if. Assume it. Become it. And it is yours. Here's some other videos to help you on your journey.